Peace be upon you, friends. Today, we're in Antalya. Who are we with? My dear brother Durmush Erbil.
Hello, welcome.
How are you, brother?
Thank you very much. How are you?
Thank you. You can say you informally instead of formally. Dear viewers, thanks to Durmush, he hosted me very nicely. I arrived last night, I had some business here. I finished that and we set aside today just to shoot videos. He kindly put aside his own work as well. He's taking care of me. When I arrived, some people said this is a Kangal. And I said, look, it's color, it's mask. The dog is definitely a Kangal.
That's impossible. This isn't a Kangal, man.
What do you mean this isn't a Kangal?
I don't think so.
Gee. Guys, we came here thinking it's a Kangal. Now the owner says the dog isn't a Kangal. So what is it then? What is this? This thing is huge. As far as we know, a big grey black mask dog is a Kangal. What is this? What is this? What kind is this?
That's a very superficial way of looking at it.
Yes.
I mean, grey with a black mask.
Yeah, we actually know these as Kangals.
The coral is right, the look is there, the forehead is flat too. Yes, the weird thing is that Annie is also straight, but it is not a coil.
Come on! Guys, the funny thing is we were actually planning to argue a bit more with Durmush about this, but oh well. Now, let's get to know our dog, guys. Bring him over here with the leash, yeah. Let's get to know our dog. What's his name?
PUSAT.
PUSAT. How old is he?
32 months old.
So, 2 months past 2.5 years old. Mashallah, his height must be over 90. Is it 90 or how much? How much do you measure?
Now, with this dog, most people claim 92s, 93s.
They erect 95 meters and lay them down like this.
That's true, that's true. Let's say 88, 89.
Mashallah.
People who come and see him say, how can this dog be 88 years old?
Yes, you're right, you're right. Mashallah, he likes the camera too, he's going towards it. So, what's his lineage? Who's the breeder? His mother, his father? Can you give us a little information about the dog?
Brother, this dog is a joint production of Serkan and Selal Altunsoy from Trabzon. Selal, brother.
Alright. Greetings to the breeders, I congratulate them from here. Producing a dog like this is not something every man can do. First of all, the dog's height, chest structure, muscle, head, and ears are all in place. Was the father Berdush, mother?
Mother is Aikız.
Aikız. Berdush was produced by Oktay brother, and now Serkan was using him for breeding. By the way, the dog has died. Let's just say we lost him. Rather than saying he died, let's say we lost the animal. I mean, it's a loss for the Turkish Shepherd dog community. Because the stud is gone. In fact, this dog's paternal brother is, in my opinion, Efe, Oktay Abiz.
Yes.
He's currently the biggest living dog, guys. And when you look at it as the brother of the biggest living dog, I think he's a top-notch 5-star dog. If you sell his brother, I'll be your customer right away, just so you know.
Anyway, let's take this behind the camera.
Let's talk about it behind the camera. Did you know anyone at Hassan Bank? We're thinking of taking out a loan. If not, we'll leave the thing, we'll leave my record player. We'll leave the BMW. Exactly, someone even gave a BMW to the dog. I found the headline. I'll say, he gave a comfortable BMW to the dog. Hassan, should we take you like this too? Good boy, my son. No favoritism, right?
Not at all.
Guys, I swear I got scared. Maybe you caught it. He squinted his eyes and looked at me like this.
Yes, prominent.
Hey, Hassan.
Hello.
Guys, Hassan is a very old friend of ours. The veterans of the community know him. He's had good dogs for years too, especially from Aksaray. He's a very good friend of both Nevzat and me. Let's also send greetings from here to the Aksaray Emperor, Nevzat Tunsbeden. Nevzat is one of a kind. Hopefully, in one video, we'll do it in Aksaray with the best and highest quality Malaklis together with Nevzat. We'll do it with President Hikmet as well. Then we'll go with Uncle Tahir. We'll also complete the beautiful Malakli there. Brother, what do you say? What kind of dog is this?
Bro, for a dog to be like this in Antalya, it's just incredible. Because
he took care?
Antalya is really very hot. Our brother Durmush, he has all the means. But the care is top notch.
Right?
He's taking really good care of it.
Did you get it when it was a puppy?
This dog was 4.5 months old when it came here.
So you raised it yourself. Bravo. Congratulations.
Raising one, especially at this particular time, is even harder for everyone involved. I mean, it's more difficult.
Isn't it?
Financially. Even on a farm like this.
Could you maybe walk the dog around the camera a bit? Durmush, you walk it too while you're at it? While we chat, let's also film the animal walking. Guys, this is like a lion, not a dog, seriously.
Its head, its body structure. Like you said, for example, height isn't important. Height doesn't matter. A dog shows itself as a whole. You know what I mean?
Yes.
This dog is 95 centimeters tall. It is a meter tall. It doesn't matter.
What matters in a dog are angles, proportions and build.
Look at its head. It's in line with its body. Even the head is bigger, more impressive.
Yes, mashallah.
Even next to Memi height is 187. Right now I'm a 120 kilo guy. Even next to me.
It's like a donkey.
Why?
Friends, if I were to make a sinological assessment about the dog Durmush, this dog has a big head for its height. I mean, this dog that we call 90 centimeters, in reality, if it were in the hands of an amateur, they'd say it's 95 or so. Let me tell you that. For someone thinking commercially, This is a dog with a big head for 90 centimeters. That really means it has a large head, dear friend.
Like a dinosaur head.
Yeah, mashallah. God protect it from evil eye.
Its head, bro, is reminiscent of that.
So how is it as a stud? Does it produce puppies? Are there puppies coming from it?
Bro, so far for about a year and a half, PUSAT has been actively mating for about 1.5 to 2 years.
Its mating is good.
The mating is great.
Puppy transfer is good.
There are no problems. Without any issues.
So it has puppies working in the herd. We've seen them. Do they really go to the herd? So it has stopped.
In fact, when I went, the ones in the herd were in Shavda, my father's hometown. When we went, we tried it out. How did we try it? We went next to the herd, we petted the dogs, played with them, we communicated with them. After that, we left the herd. I wondered, will they come with us? The herd is going this way. We went off in this direction. Will they follow us or will they keep going with the herd? Brother, there are 3 puppies there without exception, together with their mother. All of them, instead of choosing us, chose to go with the herd. They keep following the herd.
That's good. The loyalty to the herd is strong. Are the dogs you're breeding?
My production.
Friends, this is Durmush Erbil. If you search for him on Facebook, you'll find him. If you search Kangal and Talia Durmush Erbil on Instagram, you'll find him there too. He said he uses the word Kangal in this sense. I mean, since most people search using the word Kangal, or for those who don't know much about it. Otherwise, as far as I know, you don't actually breed Kangals.
Well, I actually utilize that term, especially in conversations or discussions, just to reach more people.
Exactly. We all do that on social media, myself included.
I explain it to those who ask for puppies. Look, even though Kangal appears in my name, I don't have a single Kangal dog. Kangal is such a dog. These dogs are such a dog. Which one do you want? Bravo. So if they actually want a Kangal, it's clear at that point. Oh, okay, they say these dogs are not my dogs, but 90% of the time they are. Oh, okay. I guess I didn't actually want a Kangal. Turns out these are the kind of dogs I actually wanted. I just thought their name was Kangal.
All the dogs have always been called Kangals.
Unfortunately, that's how they're known.
Now, as you said, among them, there are all kinds. For example, we have the Boz type.
We consider these dogs as Boz Shepherd dogs, of course. You also know the Malakli very well from Aksaray. The original Malaklu. Now, Durmush, someone can come and call this dog an Anatolian Shepherd dog as well. Am I right? They can also call this dog a Malakli. But in reality, exactly, just like I said at the beginning, I could also call it a Kangal, brother. But in reality, under today's conditions, this dog is what we call the Boz Shepherd dog. And in its lineage as well, the dogs in its ancestry are phenotypically animals that fit the Boz type. Anyway, we are not discussing race here now. Brother, how much were you asking for? Hassan, come, let's do this together. May God bless you. May God protect him from the evil eye. Can we get the camera over here for a moment? Get a close-up of that head from here. Just like that. Honestly, may God protect him from the evil eye, Durmush.
God willing, brother.
Let's hope neither we nor anyone else brings the evil eye. Dear friends, if you do nothing else, at least say, Mashallah for this bear. May God protect him from the evil eye. For it to be this big in Antalya. So, do you notice any sluggishness in the heat? I mean, can they handle it? For example, if you take it somewhere in the heat, a female comes, they mate. Are they able to do it? Can they survive in this heat?
Well, of course they have some difficulty in the heat, but I don't think the word can't do it applies to these dogs.
Their fur is already short anyway. This animal's fur is short, isn't it, brother? These animals now. So how does the Malakli handle the heat?
Malakli, brother.
Is it affected?
It's very affected.
But for example, let's say someone comes into your yard right now. Doesn't it go after the person because it's too hot?
It goes after them, not that it doesn't.
It does its job.
It always does its job, but generally the Malaklu, is it because of its weight or its activity level? For some reason, it looks a bit sluggish, to be honest.
It's not necessary for all of us to be on camera at the same time. You can film however you like, whether you want to shoot him, us, or the dog, whatever looks good, so we can present a nice video to our viewers. So, Durmush, can you put PUSAT in position and show us a couple of action moves? What do we have here? How many dogs do we have?
Sure, we can show you.
The ball's in your court, we're waiting.
If not, let's extract the tooth.
Sure, a nice female.
If you want, we can attach this here too.
Durmush, let's tie it up over there.
Let's tie it up so it's visible too, I think.
Sure, sure.
Tie it here if you want, or tie it there. Is this a maternity ward?
Those 2 are the maternity wards. That one makes 3.
Wow, Durmush really made a nice maternity ward. Guys, let's ask for a moment's permission. Durmush, can we film this area for the video?
You can film it, brother.
Let's film this side. Let's film this side. Durmush made a hard ground so that the dog wouldn't dig and bury things, friends. I think that's right too. And it has a compartment that's roughly 2 meters by 2 meters. The dog can give birth inside it. As you can see, the advantage of this kind of place is this. A dog can give birth anywhere. But with this kind of place, you lose fewer puppies. Also imagine covering these areas with plastic in the winter. Imagine that it doesn't get any wind. You put in a red lamp or lay down some straw underneath. Once the puppies grow a bit, they won't get cold or catch a draft. Therefore, your puppy survival rate increases. This is my humble advice to my fellow breeders. I've done the introduction. You took the female.
I said I'd come along while you were introducing the birthing room.
All right. You've done a great job. Come on in and film the inside, brother. We'll explain from outside. The sound carries anyway.
This place is disinfected constantly.
If you don't mind, what do you generally use for disinfection?
Brother, first with bleach diluted, lightly diluted bleach, I spray the whole place with a pump, of course, and wash it thoroughly. After that, once it dries, I wash it again with detergent and a brush, scrubbing it up into a leather.
All right.
After that, you know, I use Vicrons.
Virkon, bravo.
Virkon, exactly. Sorry. After going over it again with that, I feel at ease. Once I've completed all 3 of these steps, I finally feel at ease.
Spotless.
About a week before birth, I bring in the female, because since the floor is wooden, at least she can get used to it. She gets used to stepping on the wood, gets used to the environment, and you can set up the place where she'll give birth. Usually, since I make a raised area over there,
she gives birth there.
No dog ever comes and gives birth right here, because that spot is more secluded, more sheltered. He's going there and heading there. The birth is over, the puppies are out. This place is disinfected again. All the procedures I mentioned are done completely. It gets closed off.
Until the next birth someday.
Since we cleaned it last. Anyway, let's just throw it away directly now, again once more.
Bravo.
I mean, this is constant and ongoing.
So, you must also be regularly giving the puppies their parasite vaccines and all that, since you're this meticulous. Guys, this is what's important. By the way, your finger might be right in front of the camera. It could show up on the screen. All right. Our cameraman is great too. He's adjusting the angles, filming, thanks to him.
As for the puppies, regarding parasites, before mating, all the dogs are already here. For 1.5 to 2 months, we were really busy like this. It doesn't even reach 2.5 or 3 months. Every 2.5 months, all of them are regularly given internal and external parasite treatment.
Bravo.
The female has come into heat. She's not ready to mate yet. Both the male and female that will mate are given another round of internal and external parasite treatment.
Bravo.
After that's done, they are paired. Then we wait for the birth, brother. The birth happens when the puppies are 10 days old. The mother is given internal parasite treatment, so the puppies can get their first protection through the milk. After that, on the 17th, 19th and 21st days, the puppies are given another internal parasite treatment with Contil. Then, when the puppies are about 30 to 35 days old, they get a professional tablet. Should I mention the brand?
No problem.
No problem. Canvas and Durontal. I'm satisfied with both of these. In fact, I use Caniver for my dogs one time and Durontal the next time.
Active ingredient active?
To change up the active ingredients, I give the puppies half a tablet at 30 days old. Then, after 5 or 6 days, I give them another dose. In my opinion, that means the puppy is ready for vaccination. After doing all of this, then comes the vaccination schedule.
But you still keep monitoring them, right? Making sure none of them stop eating or drinking. Because that's really important, friends. After you do the procedure he described, in the days leading up to vaccination, keep a close eye on them. Check if there are any changes in their appetite, stool, or behavior. If everything is normal, then go ahead and vaccinate. In fact, the old timers used to do it like this. They would vaccinate one and observe it. If there were no problems, then they'd vaccinate the others. Because back then, they didn't have the chance to do analyses. There's not much chance of parasites either. Look at this mouth. Is this a crocodile or what, brother? Guys, just look at this mouth. It's like a crocodile. MashaAllah. Subhanallah. Let's bring the female over here then. Let's talk about anatomy on a female as well. And let's also evaluate PUSAT. Let's start with the female first. Which female? Bring one that doesn't bite though.
Well, there's a female that's a bit aggressive. She's aggressive, but she's very well behaved and disciplined.
Let it be our brother.
But when you take her outside, she acts up.
We're as small as a pill. Let's not go back to Istanbul as half a man. Let's not return as half a tablet.
Anyway, maybe we'll get braver in a bit. Then maybe we'll warm up a little.
Now, dear friends, Durmush has been in the community for a few years. As you can see, he's already a very polite, gentlemanly and high quality friend of mine. His place is tidy and organized, and his surroundings are also proper. He himself does things properly as well. I had some business here today, so while I was here, I thought I'd see both Hassan and Durmush and make a video with Durmush. By the way, I also bought a puppy from Durmush. I'm going to put it next to Shahjah's son. Now I have a total of 4 females. Maybe I'll get one more female. They will all grow up together. We'll see. We'll see about the puppies they'll have. MashaAllah, look at our teeth. Film close up from the ground, from the dog's height. Bravo. Friends, the reason we're filming from the ground is not to make the dog look bigger, but so you can see its actual size.
When the joints are strong, the dog is not actually, in fact, a big dog. She's not a large female, but she has a very powerful pull.
What's her lineage?
Bro, this dog is Boach on both the father's and mother's side. I'm sure some of the viewers will recognize it. She's from Serkan Brothers breeding. There was a puppy named Hissa.
Yes.
He was all hands and feet, kind of like a cartoon. Most likely she's a litter mate of Hissar.
Hold her short for a second. Look, it's already started. There's even blood starting from the heels.
It started for me today too.
As soon as I saw the dog guy, I immediately noticed she was in heat. Hassan, you saw it too, right? Brother, look, brother. Are we taking this to Istanbul and shooting it with a magazine? Who is she going to mate with? I think most likely she'll be a good match with PUSAT.
Yeah, I mean, I think she'll nicely make up for PUSAT's shortcomings. She'll be good with PUSAT.
Look, this female also has a bit of an angle in her front wrists. Did you see? Yeah, PUSAT's front wrists are very thick, coarse, and upright. Let's turn it toward the camera like this. Look, did you see the front wrists? There's a slight angle. Yes, PUSAT will balance out this angle. Its ridgeline has a slight slope, all right, but her waist is very strong. The width of her chest is really nice. Her rear angulation is very nice. You can film her from the side like this. Come on, girl, come, good girl, good girl. The angulation here, the upper thigh, lower thigh, and the angle of the hocker is good. There's a slight looseness in the top line, but her top line is also very firm. The two of them will complement each other nicely. Their head structures are both grey. They both match each other. Brother, how much were the puppies again, please?
Once again, behind the scenes.
Guys, this guy after the camera's off, Hassan, what are we going to do? Let's set something up in a checkbook or something. Let's get in line.
Discreet deals are the best kind.
You're right. Bravo. You know Durmush, guys, he's very secretive. Look, a hidden gem. He has these amazing jokes that come out of nowhere. We've been chatting since last night. I've been paying attention, I really have. I liked it a lot. He was very kind and hosted me really well.
Of course, anytime.
We've been mentioning Serbulent Hoka here all the time. Serbulent Tokam. We had some amazing food last night. You should have seen the desserts and everything. I mean, he should get jealous, so he'll come and eat with us. Serbulent Hoka's weakness, may God bless him. Do you know what Serbulent Hoka's weakness is? When you mention delicious, high quality food to him, he just can't resist. He really can't. And of course, if there's a dog and a good friend with him, then for sure, Hokam, we're waiting for you here.
We're waiting.
I'll bring Ali Tuna here too. Let Ali Tuna see these dogs in person. He'll love them. Guys, look. Strong hindquarters. By the way, frequent urination is a sign of the onset of heat. Turn her around like this, Dad. Now look at the size of the hind thigh. I'll especially show this in every video as much as possible. Come here, girl. Let's lift you up. Come on. Wait, good girl. Now look, let me do it like this. If I touch her groin, she'll tense up. Look at this distance. Right here. Did you see this particular distance, this very distance right here? If this is large, it means the thickness of this dog's thigh is very good. If this hock is thick, it's strong. If it's high, she might have a bit of difficulty at a trot. Keep in mind, if it's too high, if it's high relative to the body length, I'll share these ratios with you later. What is it? The ratio of the rear height to the height of the hock, this should be the case in a herding dog. For example, in very strong dogs of the Malakli type that are bred for power, this ratio should be like this. As I gradually complete the studies, we will publish them. The details and the standard, anyway. For example, when we look from the back, the dog's shoulder blades are very strong, and its croup is also very strong. I like the female. The bottom line is nice too. Has she given birth only once?
She gave birth once. Right now, she's 3 years old and has given birth once.
Bravo! The female is a good dog. I mean, I liked her. Let me put it that way for you. She'll make a nice pair with PUSAT too. After this video, you know, there won't be any puppies left, nothing at all. It's basically a case of first come, first serve now. Hassan, I'll come for the last puppy. Anyway, Hassan will come on my behalf. Hassan, you pick out a puppy, brother.
If he needed the money.
We could buy them all, you know, Durmush doesn't need the money.
Wait, say it into the microphone, please.
I'm saying, if Durmush...
Yes, you're right. If he needed something financially,
you could buy all the dogs.
we'd say we'd put it like this. Sell us all of them, brother. You give us all of them. You're right.
But the guy doesn't need money.
Of course, thanks to him.
Otherwise, PUSAT has received some very serious offers.
Tell us.
I mean, let's not go into too much detail. Let's not mention any numbers.
There are people talking about millions of euros and such.
Let's not exaggerate, but to be honest, seriously, really, if we just thought of him as a dog, he most certainly, without a doubt, would have been given away.
Of course.
But there's something very special between us and PUSAT.
There's love.
There's a bond, a unique kind of communication.
Well, you wouldn't sell your dog either. For you,
PUSAT is a dog who can analyze my mood just by looking at me and acts accordingly. If he's in a bad mood,
don't stay in the sun.
His character changes, PUSAT becomes different.
I have a story, I'll tell it.
Bro, come here, come this way. Look at PUSAT. If I were you, I'd want a dog like this too. For example, let's say I don't have any dogs, guys. I'm taking care of PUSAT. Once you catch that emotional connection, everything changes. Am I right?
Yes.
That's why you didn't give him away, right? But these dogs, people find you through social media. They contact you on social media.
Yes.
Honestly, respect to you, my brother. Guys, I said this dog is a Kangal, but he insisted it's not a Kangal. We couldn't convince Hassan 2 against 1. This friend of ours has legendary, truly beautiful dogs. I really like them at Kangal, Intellidermis Herbal on Instagram. and also on Facebook. I guess you don't have a YouTube channel yet.
No.
But open one. At least just have it open. You can upload videos from time to time. Do like I do. Use it as a library, as a backup for your videos.
An archive.
Finished. Use it as an archive. I do it so I can show our friends different kinds of richness, touch on different topics. So, dear friends, I'm open to comments, likes, support and criticism under our videos, long as it's not insulting. Because I need to improve myself, so I can serve you better and make better videos. Durmuş, if you have any final message you'd like to share with our viewers.
A message. Well, there are a lot of dog lovers in our country. Loving a dog, feeding a dog, and living with a dog are different things. To truly live with a dog, you need to connect with its emotions, and it needs to connect with your emotions as well. When you achieve this, you truly experience life with our dogs, and after that, you can never give them up.
Yes.
After that, it becomes a matter of other world breeds versus our own dogs. I say stick with our dogs.
Bravo, thank you. I'd also like a message from Hassan. Hassan, you've been raising dogs for years. Why do we keep local dogs, and what is your opinion on this? Whether here or with Durmuş regarding this topic, you've been raising dogs for years. Could you share something with our viewers?
Yes, brother. Let me put it this way. I have been feeding both small and large breeds for years. All kinds of dogs, every one of them, but Turkish Shepherd dogs like Kangal, Malaklı, Boz or Akbaş, each of these, brother, really holds a special place. For example, just now, look, what a coincidence, two dogs that look like pit bulls or something just showed up. Brother, to me, those are like robots.
Get a close-up of that. Get a close-up shot from the front.
Look, Turkish Shepherd dogs always have a certain nobility. Take PUSAT, for example, brother. They all ran away.
Look, whoosh, the dog's just scattered.
Leave that dog alone. Where are you going?
You see the backs of the dogs, right, brother? There's no messing around.
Turkish Shepherd dogs are always big. Beautiful dogs that attract attention.
And they're noble, too.
Yes, yes. For us and for Durmuş as well, it's not about the money. I've made a lot of mistakes, for example.
For fun.
I was just about to tell a story about Beyaz. I've had about 15 or 20 dogs as my main ones. And Nevzat Abi always wanted the white puppy, the bold one. I really did come to that point. He kept asking and I let my guard down. I said, all right, fine, brother, I'll sell it to you then. Honestly, we sold it. I sold the dog.
Durmuş, come here, come on.
I just let myself go. I went to the dog.
You were sad, weren't you?
Brother, I can't sleep. I am sleeping, but Beyaz keeps coming to my mind. Even in my dreams, I see white. Do you know what I did, brother? For a week, 10 days, I forced Nevzat brother to agree. You know the money I got from selling him? I added a bit more on top of that. I arrived in Aksaray, I bought it and came back, brother.
Bravo. Nevzat didn't let you down either. He realized how much you loved him.
Yes, now Durmuş might sell out of necessity. Yes, and PUSAT too. If he has a payment due or something urgent, he might sell as well. He might have given it up out of obligation. But we don't really have a chance to easily get this dog from Durmuş.
No.
We offered BM from the start, we offered 1 million. We offered 500,000. No need.
Forget about everything else. Put aside all the emotions and everything.
There's also Amarok over there, look. BM plus Amarok. And let's write a check too. Let's just get the female from PUSAT, brother.
If you offer, guy won't give.
Now, let's put the emotional side aside. Let's say, for example, I don't look at the dog emotionally. I'm looking at it purely from a business perspective. Now, if I sell PUSAT, will I ever be able to get another one like PUSAT here again? That's a problem too. That's a problem too.
The thing we talked about last night. I mean, it's not like we can just get up and go today. I mean, guys, it's really a difficult thing. It's not like we can just decide to travel Anatolia today and find a 90 centimeter tall, thick, big-headed, proper breed like this. You know, it's messy. I mean, it's messy when you look at it. Look at a female like this, for example. These things aren't easy, guys. It's not easy to find these. That's why they're valued. Like diamonds, like gold. I mean, this animal has real value, and
it's also very hard to drink.
Even more important is what Shasa said. I mean, why did I go to Aksaray and bring it back? Because the emotional bond is more important than money.
Bro, when you really love it, you don't even see anything else. Carver 3B.
Why do we keep dogs? Why do we keep dogs? First, because we love them. We have a passion for dogs. After that love, you might raise them, take their puppies and sell them. But if you raise a dog just for money, then you can't get the best out of the dog.
For example, about dogs Durmuş, this dog PUSAT, I think he's 36 months old right now, isn't he? It has stopped.
32.
32 months old. For example, if someone came right now and wanted to buy him, he wouldn't care. But when someone comes like the Shenix did, this man has let him loose in his garden every day, prepared his food, given him his meals. He has taken care of him just like his own child.
Maybe he got sick and you stayed by his side.
Yes.
When I was raising PUSAT, I would often wake up at 3 or 4 in the morning, go to PUSAT, turn on the light, and sit by his side to see if there was any injury or if something was wrong. Just so I could intervene early if needed. What is necessary for that? Early diagnosis.
As you said, when someone who raises dogs bonds with a dog from puppyhood, it's almost impossible for them to give it up. They only do so if they're really forced to. Otherwise, there is no one selling it or giving it to someone else. He himself is like a puppy. Once he starts caring for this dog, that's it.
And there's another contribution, of course. And there's another contribution. He's not just raising them. He has high quality, beautiful females, as you can see. He breeds them, gives their sons to the flock, takes them to his own village. This man is serving the country's national wealth. Yes, congratulations, my brother.
Doing this in Antalya.
Hats off to him.
It's not very easy to do this in Antalya.
Hassan, one little grandson from me, one from here, and one female. Let's put a pair of Boz dogs at your place. Besides the Malakli, let there also be a pair of Boz. Look, this dog's daughter, look at her. I'm giving an example with this dog's daughter. Let her grow a bit, and then a little male grandson. I'll give it to you as a gift. We'll ask Durmush for one as well, for a prize. We'll get it. Raise a pair, both Malakli and Boz, my brother. Of course, of course. No problem. Let my brother have good dogs like you. Let me tell you something. He takes care of them until he dies. He never abandons the dog. I mean, it's very important. How old is Beyaz?
Right now, I guess he's about 6 years old. I had a near-death experience getting him.
When you were going to Aksaray?
Yes, when I was going to Aksaray. Was it in October? Around October? It could have been October. Well, then I bought Zero. I had the other BMW.
Yes.
Man, the car only had 1,000 kilometers on it. I went to Aksaray. About 15 kilometers before Aksaray, you know, on the flat plain.
Yes.
Everywhere turned into a dust cloud, like a mix of rain and dust. That's what happens in Aksaray. Man, you couldn't see 5 meters ahead of you, okay?
Oh no.
There, a little Shaheen had just come out of a side road and a transit had hit it. Man, with the dust cloud, you couldn't see anything anyway. We only noticed at the very last moment. We pulled the car over to the right, and as soon as we did, a car came flying from behind at 100. It was chaos, man. Because of my love for dogs, there's nowhere I haven't been. We've been everywhere, but it's all for this Turkish Shepherd dog, because we really need to take care of this Turkish Shepherd dog, for example. Like I said, Malakli, I also had a Duman line Malakli. The Duman line is truly a fine line of the Malakli breed.
The Duma lineage.
Lineage, breed, I mean, that's what I meant. Lineage is really very important. For example, I found and bought this dog in Antalya. After that, I took care of it myself for a while. Now I've sent it to Kırşehir.
To Murat. You send it thousands of kilometers just to mate it with the right male.
Yes.
So you're also serving the continuation of the breed? Bravo.
We spend money. Look, it's not about the money for us. It's not about the money. For example, I could have drawn this to Beyaz or PUSAT, or I could have bred it with another dog.
But bravo for breeding a Malakli with the right Malakli. You're still selective, and that's good.
People should say they produce this Malakli well, or he's preserving the Malakli breed. Look, it's the same with Durmush. Durmush is here. He's serving these dogs in the hot climate of Antalya.